Money FM 89.3. Good morning. It's the Breakfast Huddle with Elliot Danker and Ryan Huang. Let's take a break from talking about the money problems of the world and talk about jewelry. You're going to love this one. Rental subscription. I don't know what your experience is with regard to this, but did you notice pre-COVID-19, a lot of people were renting clothes to go to work, different sets of dresses every day. And I even question why not more for the men. It was a business that was booming. A lot of people paying monthly subscription fees, get their clothes curated, delivered them to them for a month. And then we had COVID-19 and such services obviously started to spiral down. But now people are going back to work. So you would expect that it would get some traction again. And we always think of such, services to apply to, say, not food, I beg your pardon, to apply to clothes, shoes, maybe even bags. But what if I told you you could rent jewelry as well? Fine jewelry at that. So our next guest, eClarity, is doing just that. The company's subsidiary brand, TheSampleLine, is Singapore's first jewellery rental subscription service, often offering close to thousands of jewellery designs for rent. We're going to find out more about this rental subscription business model and the journey that our next guest made with regard to eClarity. Amanda Khoo, founder of eClarity, is on the line. Amanda, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Elliot. Wow. Yes, thank you for sharing. And we have something for the guys too.
All right. You've got my attention. Let's do this. Let's talk a little bit about eClarity first. Now, I understand that it was founded back in 2005. It's one of the region's most promising online and in-store diamond jeweler. Tell us a bit about the business and how it's evolved.
So I started after working for corporate for 4 years. I graduated from, I was a Stanford girl. I went to ACJC, graduated from NUS Computer Science, and I worked for 4 years. And I started the first online diamond database in 2005. And then, we integrated. We became the first diamond database that's live, and people get to buy more than 20,000 diamonds online. And 17 years later, we just have so many designs that we have the masterpiece, and we have decided to, to go into sharing economy. We go into reducing excess capacity and empowering beauty and fashion, and therefore the sample line for all Singaporeans. Yes.
When you mentioned St. Nick's, I know already. The ladies there all got good taste.
I like that. I totally agree with you.
Okay, so you won the award for Young Entrepreneur back in 2013, the first jeweler in Singapore to simplify the wedding band customization process, making it accessible to Singaporeans. I have a personal jeweler myself. The journey in the jewelry business is a very difficult one. I mean, did you come from a family of jewelers by any chance?
No, this is a very interesting question, and I try to answer very cautiously. Okay. So I grew up in a goldsmith shop. So I took nap beside the jewelry safe. When I was too noisy, I was made to count the gemstone box over and over again. But I would like to just share that I did not inherit the business. I did not carry on from there, but I was so familiar with the setting. It gives me the confidence and the familiarity. And of course, experience sharing is precious at family dinner. Yeah, so that was the formative years.
Did you decide there and then that I'm going to pursue a career in this? Maybe go study about gems. I think it's called gemology. Thank you. or did you go into the corporate route first and then come back to it?
Yeah, not at all. So I did not plan out that way. This is a story for another day, but we went through kidnap, we went through robbery when I was young.
Oh dear.
So, you kind of want to prevent yourself from going into an industry that your family has been going through challenges and all that. So with computer science degree, the natural way is to go into coding, project management, which I did faithfully, wholeheartedly for 4 years. But, I think it's part of the DNA that I was always doing some form of businesses on the side, imported things from Japan, imported honey from Australia, and eventually I went back to the diamond, which is a very familiar route to me.
You started a business called Wan Chan. This is Wan Chan Consolidated. It was a tribute to your grandparents, right?
Yeah. So that was a very heartwarming, very sweet, and a little naive as well, because you know how my grandfather's name is Wa, my grandmother's name is Chan, and then they put their name together and they started a goldsmith shop. It's actually just half a shop. They rented out the other side for someone else to collect rent. And then my father carried that name and also started goldsmith business. And I thought to carry on the heritage, and just so that I could feel that family members are supporting me. I grew up alone since I was 13 because I was born in Malaysia. And when I was 13, I was sent to Singapore alone. So it just gave me lots of support and love, just using the same name. Yeah,
I get the sense that challenge is nothing new to you, and I was just told that you had to raise newborns while establishing your business, and you would meet buyers, even like in a fast food outlet. You carry your sons along, try and close those deals. What was that like? I mean, for you?
Wow, yeah, I love sharing the story. If there's any mothers or fathers listening, I really love to share that. So when I first started, I was trying to cut down on my startup capital. Okay, not something I agree with now, but that was what I did. And then instead of renting a shop, I sold online. And you know how Singaporean, when you sell online, they say, "Can I see it first?"
Yeah.
Right? And we're talking about 2005. So I said, okay, I can meet you. I don't have a shop, so I meet you in McDonald's. So I was sort of permanently locating myself at Shaw Centre McDonald's. Back then there was a McDonald's there.
Is the one with the steps going down, right? The good old days.
You're right. Okay. Now I know your age.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I know I just basically sat there and met client after client. And the question is always, is that real? Because, imagine meeting a jeweler at, the steps. And that's the question you ask. Yeah. So that was how it was back then.
People always have this mindset, right? Especially if you don't have a shop or some kind of physical presence, I start to question whether it's authentic or not.
You don't blame them, right?
Yeah, fair point.
Because you kind of need to go back. I mean, now that we have a good establishment, we know what kind of confidence it gives to people. They can come back for resizing. They can come back for upgrading. So it's a good continuation of business and customer service. I wasn't able to give that time, right?
But people are also more, like today, if we fast forward, right, people are a little bit more, how do we say, a bit more cultured, a bit more learned. They try to search for a bit of knowledge online. How does that factor in with this rental subscription business model? I mean, how does it work?
Okay. So first question, people are more comfortable buying things online already, especially during the COVID time. Yeah. We conducted webinars, we conducted one-on-one Zoom consultation, we were confirming deals over webinars and Zoom. And the good thing is when it's Zoom, we can then go across Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, Hong Kong. So that's fantastic. Digitalization now has a new meaning to it after COVID, right? Yeah. Now, talking about the rental, so I think we launched it at a good time, which is when it was still inactive in terms of activity. That was last year around September, October, because downtime is the best time for you to business develop. And we did that. Created the app and then create your first Instagram account and your Facebook account for the SampleLine. Now the market is ready, right? Because it's opening. People like to. That time we already have about 70 subscribers when we started. People were renting mostly earrings, so that when you Zoom your boss and your subordinates, you have new pair of earrings every month.
Oh, so people cared about that.
People do.
Oh, okay.
People do. Yeah. Yes. Surprising to you, surprising to us, but it's happy. that people still want to look good and people still want to, still want to dress up a little bit over Zoom.
So what do people want now? I mean, now that it's one thing to complain about going back to work. After a while, I've noticed personally, like if you go out on the street, ladies are dressing up even more now. That effort, right? Like is tenfold back again.
Yeah.
The guys are also starting to put in a bit of effort again. They realize, right? So what are they renting?
Okay, so I think everyone is paying back time. So they have been too bored for 2 years. So now, and maybe for the 2 years, we have been shopping online, watching shows and all that. So yes, the demand is a lot higher right now. Now, the best thing that people are renting and the most popular items are exotic items that you would never buy.
Okay.
So, example, the typical thing that you will buy for yourself or you would buy for your wife is like the I don't know, for you, maybe 2-carat diamond pendant, for example.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, okay, I have stopped, huh? Yeah.
She's not listening now.
I recorded this.
Oh, dear. Okay.
But the thing is, let's say things like black diamond. Let's say things like pink diamond, right? You probably wouldn't buy it at, your first piece. So these are a bit of a luxurious item. You may not buy it in your lifetime, but you can now rent it.
And not everyone is, how do I put it? Not everyone's comfortable with like a pink diamond, a ruby, or an emerald. So it's an opportunity to sort of like test whether it looks good on your skin.
Exactly. If you like it, you can still buy it. But before that, you can always test it out. But you see, the younger generation, they rent without the interest or without the intention to buy it. They just want to have new piece every month to match with their different clothes, different occasion, different parties, different gathering. Yeah.
Right. What does it cost me though to sign up for such a subscription?
So we are pricing because it's jewelry and you can rent up to $10,000 per month.
Right.
So we are setting the price at $199, but for launch we're just doing it at $99.
The insurance aspect of this must be quite interesting for you as well, right?
Yes. So we do have that pen out. So people could, customers could top out $35 and have it insured.
Oh, wow. That's excellent. I want to talk a bit, I've just got a few more questions. I want to talk a bit about this real-time diamond database that you created in 2005. Could you tell me more about it?
Yep. So, you know how if I, being a startup that time in year 2005, I couldn't buy all the jewelry by myself. I was my own capital and all that. So I worked with 3 other companies, one from Hong Kong, one from Israel, and I think 2 from Hong Kong, one from New York actually, one New York, one Hong Kong, and one Israel. 4 of us, we consolidated our diamond data and we posted it on my website. So if anyone sold any piece, they will update the system and show as an end user the diamonds that you saw on eClarity back started from year 2005. We're still live database now. You can be assured that the diamond is available.
I see. This is a heck of a lot better than Carousel. I mean, what are your...
That you always check.
I know.
Is it still around?
What are your future plans, though? This sounds very interesting. I think it's got a lot of potential to take off, especially with a particular younger demographic. Where do you see it going? My focus now, I believe in settling one target after another.
Sure. So I'm really focusing on the sample line now because I am a mother and I saw how my sons are very eco-friendly. Like, when we share ice cream, they say, "Mom, please don't take another spoon because we want to save the world." So I think the thing about saving the world is a big thing. So we really want to reduce excess capacity by empowering fashion and beauty. So the sample line is something that is very, very well received. Now, on the other hand, things like lab-grown diamond, which is also something that I have set up a brand called BA.sg.
Okay.
And we have more than 5,000 pieces of certified lab-grown diamonds, real-time diamond database as well for Singaporeans to choose and buy online. Yeah.
And lab-grown diamond, I know for a fact, it really is quite an interesting trend, definitely worth watching out for. Amanda, final question. So I'm a guy, I want to come to you to rent jewelry. What's available for me?
Okay, I have more than 500 rings for you. Just rings alone, I have more than 500 designs. We also have cufflinks that are diamond studded, in 18K. Yeah, so we have so many things for you. Chain, pendant. In fact, my youngest subscriber is actually a guy who is 17 years old, and he's a TikTok gamer.
Good taste. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
All right. I've been speaking with Amanda Khoo, who's the founder of eClarity. I really appreciate your time this morning. You take care and stay safe, yeah?
Thank you.